Alright, to start this next project, we're going to make a new composition, and then we're going to bring in the logo from Google Classroom. Well, to start off with, I'm in the VFX project. You can make a new project if you want to, or you can do it right in this old one. But I'm going to right-click, New Composition, or you can go up to Composition, New Composition, and I'm going to call this Title Animation. So here you go, Title Animation. And I'm going to make it 1920 by 1080. And the duration, it's not going to be all that long, so probably just make it about 10 seconds long. That'll be enough. If you're feeling like you want to make it something extra special, go ahead and make it 30 seconds. And click OK. Now that I have title animation, I like to put stuff in folders to keep it organized, so I'm going to just toss that in there. And then I'm going to go to download the actual logo. So I'm going to go to Google Classroom here. Oh, it's open already. And I'm going to go to the About section, and there's the logo, final logo.psd. Click on that, and then I'm going to download that right here. I've already downloaded it to my desktop, so I don't need to do that again. So I'm going to go ahead and import it. Control I, or File Import. And there it is, final logo. Click Import. Now when I import it, this dialog box comes up. It says Import Kind. Oh, I don't want to do footage. I want to do Composition. And I have the option of doing retain layer sizes or be, the composition size. For this and some of the effects I'm going to do composition. We have editable layer styles. That's what we want to go with. And we'll click OK. Now actually it imports in as its own composition here, which is the size of the logo. Now this is square. Don't really want that. We could do stuff in there and then import it. But we're just going to copy all of these in the order that they are because they're already sized up real nice. Click on the bottom, hold Shift, click on the top one, Control C to copy, go into Title Animation, and Control V to paste it in there. Now everything's in there. And what I'm going to do, oh, it's imported, it's in there upside down, so I might have to flip around the order so that everything is visible again. There we go. That's much better. I'm going to take all this, I'm going to scale it down, but I'm going to be smart about it. I'm going to first go to Layer, New, Null Object. That's an invisible object. And I'm going to take all of these pieces and parent it to that null object. So if I want to size it all down and move it around, I just push S. It sizes everything together at the same time. You can push P to do position. I'm going to move it up a little bit. Oh, don't want to do that. And so far this is good. This will be what I need, and I want to go through and animate each of these layers in a different and unique way, and maybe do something a little extra on the side. So one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do handwriting, which is pretty cool. So to start off with, I'm going to write some text down at the bottom here. Mr. Granlund approved. Highlight that. And let's see, we'll go to Window, see, Paragraph Controls. Oh, there we are. And I'm going to switch this. I don't want it to be outlined in yellow. That's kind of weird. But I do want it to be filled with black. And I'm going to look for script S. Oh, but it doesn't look like I have that font installed. If you have that font installed, use that one. Otherwise, you're going to look for a different font that has a script kind of handwriting look to it. So I found one that I like. It's the Sego script. Looks nothing like my actual handwriting, but we're going to go with it. So I'm going to line that up there, and what I'm going to do is make a path for each of these letters, and then we're going to apply a stroke effect to it, so it'll actually look like it's being written on there from the path. So I'm going to grab the pen tool here, and just go right over the letters there. And in between each letter, I'm going to hold Control and click. And I'll start a new path here. And I'm putting all these paths on the Mr. Granlund approved layer. And I'm going to pause it right here, click and do all my paths using the pen tool here on each layer, and then come back and explain the next step. So I'm finished going through and putting masks on all these layers. And down here in the Mr. Granlund approved layer, that's kind of fun to say, Mr. Granlund approved layer, I have the text, and then I have the masks, and each mask, 1 through 7, I use 7 to do this, they all have a little chunk of the text here. Now in some of the script you might want to do it like one letter at a time, or kind of whatever is going to work for you. I connected some of the letters were connected, so I just did them as all one path. But you'll figure it out as you go through and how to break it up. Now I'm going to go to the Effects and Presets tab, and we're going to go to Stroke, and I'm going to look for Generate Stroke, and I'm going to put it on the Mr. Granlund layer, and I'm going to use all the masks. So I click this checkbox here, Stroke Sequentially, we're going to do that there. Paint Style on Original, nope, we're going to go to Reveal Original. And now we're going to change the brush size till we can see all of the text up here. So for mine, I got to do 39.3. It goes up to 50. The hardness, that's up to you. You can make it as hard a brush as you want. And we're going to animate the start and end. So I'm going to just animate the end. I'll start at the beginning here. Click on the stopwatch for end. On this Mr. Granlund approved layer, I'm going to push U so I can see that keyframe. And however long we want it to take for the name to appear on there, we're going to go to there. So I'm going to do about 2.5 seconds. I'm going to animate end, and that's it. That is how you do handwriting on your project. So we just watch that. That looks pretty cool. And let's say I wanted to make it look more like a pencil or something. I can go to roughen edges. So I type in rough, and I take roughen edges, put it onto here, and just kind of adjust this to make it look more like handwriting. There you go, up the complexity to about 10 there. That's looking like I wrote it with a crayon or something like that. But there you go. Some roughen edges, some stroke, and some masks using the pen tool, and you got yourself handwriting onto the page.